everybody to Chatrealm Awards 2014. I am your returning host once again, joined again by my returning host, Mr. Brandon Cooper.
Roberto, somebody let me do this again.
I'm surprised they let us do this again. I'm surprised they let any one of us do this again. Because this is kind of exciting, because usually every year we get to this point and we're kind of mad scrambling for everything else. But I think this year we had a little bit more planning. But for sure, it's been amazing. It's been one hell of a year, to be honest. And by the way, Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you as well. It is the year 2015.
Oh, man, this is insane because, again, what's interesting about this year awards, I probably say this year we actually kind of know the winners this time, and I'm just going to say this right now, holy shit, were some of the awards way closer than I thought they were going to be. Oh, we're doing the diamonds already. We're already here.
Okay.
You know what, let's just get into this.
It was an actual year where, like, people who we didn't think were going to win could have won. So Demon Fire doesn't have anything to be mad about. No.
So let's go on to the awards. Let's start with our first award. Which is, of course, the Best Bot Award.
Or the Love Machine Award, as we like to call it. Name those beautiful contestants.
Our description, we got the Curly Bot.
Yeah.
Got the DC TV Live Bot. The DTNS Best of Bot, the Motoraptor Bot, and the Show Bot. It's kind of funny that we actually have bots up this year. Usually we have like actual people, but now we've become so meta and so Inception worthy. We have IRC bots up.
Well, in this day and age, you need those because they do a lot of work. You have people like me in your chat rooms that use words that no one should use and confuse the fuck out of any human being. So you need a robot to be able to, like, parse through that and kick people.
Well, what's really cool about it, I really enjoy about this whole bot award, is it really shows like how many actual programmers and developers there are within Chatrealm. And it really kind of accentuates a lot of them. It's really cool how they exist and do their things. Like if Showbot's such an interesting concept in IRC, yes, you could argue is an IRC bot really great, but it's really cool that it shows it. So let us go. Oh, sorry. Go. You had something last to say?
No, not at all.
All right. Let us see who won the award this year.
Roll that beautiful toll footage. I don't think you can have toll footage. Whoa. Showbot with 181 votes.
Well, that sounds about right.
Was there actually a three-way tie?
Of the voting. Showbot should win. I would think so, because Showbot definitely is the bot that I think is the bot that matters, so to speak. So congratulations, Showbot. Who actually codes Showbot?
I don't know who codes Showbot. I know who codes Curlybot, which is the real C. Miller. A lovely gentleman. If you stream on Twitch and you need a bot, tweet at the real C. Miller. He'll make one for you for like a beard comb.
Sorry, my doc does not actually say who codes it, to be honest. Regardless of that, apparently ICAP has been missing in action from chat due to health issues, probably not available to take this award. So we here at the chat room send a big get well soon and awesome job on your bot. Congratulations to the award. By the way, I should mention that most of our award winners, once we get all together, will actually receive a stack of Diamond Club stickers courtesy of Seb's Gone. So it'll actually be really good. So we're going to go on to our next award.
Holy shit, we're giving out actual fucking prizes?
Yeah, we're giving prizes this year. It's insane.
I would have actually tried.
We got Best Ad going on next.
Shut up and take my money. Let's go through the categories. Well, this is the category, but let's go through the contestants.
We got Phil Ride's Black Friday sale, Scam School's Domain Club, Scam School's Gotta Register Them All, Scam School's Off the Grid documentary, and Scam Stuff's Double Your Price sale. Not gonna lie, at least 3 of those are done by Mr. Brant Hughes. I almost said the other name, and that's an inside joke only.
I feel like this one was kind of stacked.
Well, have you seen what Mr. Hughes has been doing with awards, sir? Not awards,
I'm not
commercials.
saying his ads aren't good or great. I'm just saying we could have maybe like morphed them into one vote.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, now this has happened before in like award shows. I mean, there was at one point that was the guy, was it Peter Sellers was going to be up for like 4 awards for best actor because of all his roles in Doctor Strangelove and things like that and stuff. Oh, great! Now I'm being flagged in the chat room here for my mistake. 30 seconds later. So let's go on and see who won this award.
So does that mean Michael Bay could win an award twice for TMNT and Transformers instead of just being shot like he should be for making those things?
Sounds about right. All right, let's go.
Roll the tally. Tally me banana. Oh, wow. With a runaway win, Scam Scuff.
The double your price sale. Do we have the video of that we could maybe show, T2? Because it'd be great to show off of the winner. Okay, it looks like we don't have the video for that, sadly. But have you seen? You saw the ad, right, Kaz?
I've seen some of them. I don't know if I've seen that one. I've seen some of the
I love the ad, like the raw version. But I think my favorite still is Bryce's Neshcom in the chat room, his version of the award, because I love that there's a point where it sort of does like that, like remix kind of version. It was like double your price, something like that. I forget. It's been such a long time since I've seen that version of the ad, but it is so bloody amazing and for sure. One of the better kind of stuff. I think I still love that whole idea of doubling your prices for things like that. Okay. I think it's time we go to our next award, which is the
rolling
dumbest
through
shit.
these. Last year was so tough. Why are we so good at this now?
It's okay. So we got the dumbest shit award, which is Brian Brusher and Justin Robert Young fighting on air. Church singer, Kuhan, Twit drama, and YouTube content ID. All of these are dumb shit in their own right, but we do not know which one's the dumbest shit. Did you see the episode with the fight on the air?
No, but Chatrealm. It's like telling your grandmother something. It's never going to stay a secret. So, like, I had so many different versions of it told to me that at this point, I don't even know if I want to see it because it's greater in my head than what the expectation for what actually happened could be.
I was there live when it happened because I was excited for the return of Martin Thomas and Corey Coleman on the show because I've said before and I'll say it again, my all-time favorite NSFW show episode was Hotel Rwanda for Dogs, where they're both on. That was like what turned me on to Spill and Corey and Martin's kind of humor. And I was like super excited for that episode. Like I came in studio for that reason. And that whole thing just exploded. It was bizarre. It was surreal. It was interesting. But, it happens. I mean, there's always people, when you're making something crazy, passions run a little hot sometimes. And I think definitely, at least they've done so. I think, I honestly, personally think, I haven't checked who's going to win. I think Trit Drama is going to pull this one through.
Well, knowing our friends, most likely, because it affected a lot of their lives and ours, in our hearts. Let's roll the numbers.
Saying felt. I think people miss the fact that this is a crazy award show.
How do you miss that? Oh!
It was not. It was the Brian Brush and Justin Robert Young fight sequence. Oh, man, that was such a...
I can't hold the not at all.
Oh, the fact that we mentioned NSFW show. I think they're complaining, God, this delay's killing us. Congratulations to Brian and Justin for having to win an award to relive the most horrible piece of content that they've ever had to make.
Well, now since you're here, you have to accept on their behalf since you were there.
I guess I have to. Well, on behalf of Brian and Justin, I'd like to accept this award for the dumbest shit. Obviously, they've since apologized and they owned up to it, but in the very classic fashion, they still released the episode and said, "Here it is, people. We have to explain this to you. You're not paying for this, but that." So I definitely think it was, at least that was a good.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let us go to the next award.
Never again. Never sing on a show again. Neither one of us. We're
Best
banned from doing that.
multimedia product.
Go through the categories, Roberto.
We got Bill Meeks in the Dog Boy series, audiobooks and print. Justin Robert Young's Go Home Santa, You're Drunk, 2014 re-release. Neshcom's Mercury Counter. Night Attack 3, Too Old to Talk. And Tom Merritt's Events of a Different Nature. Now, I have a personal favorite on this, and that
I do too.
I might be biased.
Right, so you go first. You go first. I want to know which
favorite
choices.
on this list is Mercury Counter. I adored the hell out of that album. It has been playing in my car since its Kickstarter release. Bryce is one of my friends, and I got a lot of inside sauce to it, but I adore that album. It is a fucking amazing piece of electronica, and I love it beyond belief. What about you, Brandon? What's your personal favorite thing out of that mix?
Dog Boy thing, just the whole thing about it. It's so awesome. Like somebody we know got to make like a physical product like that. Not that anyone else we know has never made a physical product.
Regardless of that fact, like that's my favorite. Like I hope that wins. But it's up against a lot of tough competition. But regardless of that fact, him just getting a Kickstarter done, who knows?
Guess what?
So let's see who won the award
Roll
this
those
year.
numbers. This is where you say
and
the
as
categories,
expected,
Roberto.
Night Attack 3, Too Old to Talk, won with 45.9% of the votes.
Robbed!
Surprisingly enough, we actually have the person receiving the award this time around. That being the producer and editor, and the other guy that made the other album that I just sang praises for and didn't win, Mr. Bryce Castillo.
If I shut my eyes and go la 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 when I pick up my stickers in the mail, can I just pretend that it was for the album?
Bryce, just accept the award for whatever you want to. Accept the award for Tom Merritt if you want to. Who cares? We're gonna give you 2 minutes to talk about it. Not really. I'm gonna cut you off at like 30 seconds.
Go for it, sir.
Too Old to Talk was really great. It was a lot of fun. The guys did a super job. I think it's one of the best Night Attack albums that they've ever put out. And it was a lot of fun to edit. It was really nerve-wracking to edit, but I think we all came together and made something really great.
Awesome. Bryce, thank you so much for joining us for that, and congrats on winning the award. Yeah. Let us move on. Or are we taking a... No, we're not taking our break quite yet. So let us move on
ahead of time.
Well, because we have some special videos planned for people to watch and people to explore and be a part of.
But before that, GTFO award.
Yeah.
See, look at that. You thought I was fucking flipping the birds, but it's for an award. See, there you go. Look at that.
It's the GTFO award for 2014. First up category, contestant advertising. Ferguson.
Stop wearing black hoodies, black people.
TotalDrama.org. Now, I'm going to preface this right now because what we mean by Ferguson, so we don't get any kind of bad press or whatever. When we say Ferguson, we mean all the bullshit that Ferguson has shown that exists that we want to get the fuck out. You know, all the police brutality, all the, love the camera cutting, by the way. All that crap that's associated with Ferguson. What?
I'm drinking antifreeze. What do you want from me?
I don't know. Whiskey. Okay, we should probably
the numbers.
Let's try to talk about this now. What is your opinion on TotalDrama.org, Gaz?
I don't even know. Like, what is TotalDrama.org? I stay away from drama.
TotalDrama.org? Oh my God. TotalDrama.org is like, what if Twit had a TMZ? That's totaldrama.org.
Ooh.
It is both the worst
point,
and best thing at the same time. But I have a feeling that it's going to be who's going to win is going to be Total Drama. Something tells me that that's going to win, just because of stuff like that.
Well, then let's see who won.
Yeah, let's see who won.
Tally man, tally me banana. Oh shit. Well.
Yes!
Well.
Drama.org. We don't have anyone to accept this award, and I don't think even they would accept this award. I think what's going to happen is that this clip is going to get cut out, only isolated, and then it's going to be up on Total Drama. Like, that's what's going to happen. Like, they're going to find this clip online. They're going to say, hey, look, we won an award. Fuck you, Leo Laporte. And they're going to take that fuck you, Leo Laporte that I just said, isolate that. Tweet
and
to
then
Leo.
They're going to make it like we said things that we didn't say. Like, he's an old, crotchety fucktard. And I didn't even say that. Those words didn't even just come out of my mouth.
Yes.
Fucking editing, man.
That's what's going to happen. They're going to cut out those portions of the conversation, put them on there, and then add some, like, clap or whatever. Do what they do there at Total Drama.
Right. Now it's just said clap, so somebody's going to make it sound like we said Leo Laporte has the clap.
There you go. Go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out.
Whoa! See, Roberto didn't even just say that. Editing. What the? We should just move to the next award.
Let us move on to the next award, which is the best meme to start and die in 2014. Ebola. Ice Bucket Challenge.
Ice Bucket Challenge.
Mike Brown.
We're so on point. Starter pack. Oh, you fucked it up, Roberto. Too many cooks.
I'll let you go with this one. And too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Now, I must say the too many cooks one out of all of them, especially Ebola, too many cooks was one of those well-crafted, wasn't intended to be a meme, but was the perfect thing for memification.
Too Many Cooks shows how fucking talented William Street is, and shows beyond a shadow of a doubt how awesome it is that they are essentially controlling Adult Swim now.
Yeah, and I bet they're proud of how many times they made me say too many cocks. Because
like if I think of like Too Many Cooks and William Street, like what else was that they? I mean, they've done some of my favorite shows on Adult Swim. They work on Aqua Teen Hunger Force, a lot of the shows there, and just knowing, I think the guy that did it was a William Street person. I think I checked or something. I was just like, holy crap, that's amazing, and no wonder I was like, this is so funny. It was such a cool way that they've snuck in content, and I just love how like it had been playing for a while and someone had like just left on their Cartoon Network on Adult Swim like well beyond the Black Dynamite episode, and I was like, oh crap, this happened.
Yeah. No, that's the thing I like. That was the original thing I loved about Adult Swim, and now they're kind of getting back to that thing that I love about Adult Swim. And I would love Home Movies season like 3 or whatever season you should have continued from, because that was a really good show. And as much as I love Metalocalypse, I'm just saying, like, Home Movies was a really exceptional show. And if somebody could just cut this part out and send it to them and tell them to make more Home Movies, I'd give someone a reach around.
Look, I'll say this: any more H. John Benjamin, I'm on board. Let's see who won the award.
Boop. Too Many Cooks.
Too Many Cooks. And my personal favorite out of all the things that came out of there was the chiptunes version of Too Many Cooks, because it was actually done on Nintendo, as opposed to some other chiptune stuff that comes out of there. So yeah,
my
that was
favorite
for sure.
Is the Too Many Millers.
Too Many Millers.
Check that
too
out.
many. Let us move on to the award that one of us may have to apologize for. The Advancement in Racism Award.
Yeah. Read them out, Roberto.
That first one, because it's too many words.
What's the second one?
The second one also has too many words, but it actually says, "Do black people like mayonnaise?"
Do you say
The third one
mayonnaise
has
or mayonnaise?
somebody's name on there. I don't know whose name that could be. Anybody's name.
Yeah, I don't know that one. I don't
That
know
one
that one
also
either.
has people's names that are names that who knows whose names those are.
Yeah, nope, don't know. Moving on.
And of course, Schwood's Black Sun. Schwood's Black Sun. There you go. Black Hole Sun.
Which isn't me or DJM people. There's more black people that watch this show than
So
what we
here comes the thing.
initially
There are
thought.
two. Let's address the elephant in the room here right now. There are at least 2 awards up that have you explaining this stuff to me, or explaining things.
Yeah.
How is it that you were part of the advancement of the racism award twice?
I tend to open my mouth a lot, and if I open it for long periods of time, things get mentioned that shouldn't. Like the first one was comparing Koreans to World War III powers.
I remember that right now because I'd forgotten about it until it was up for the award. I remember in that episode that I, like, in the back of my mind, the thought that came as you guys were talking about it was, holy shit, Audrey might listen to this from Ben 10 Records and Japan Night and things like that. I better cover my base, if nothing more, because of Audrey. Because she has a tendency of watching me whenever I talk about Japan Night come up in an episode like, fuck, I got to say something now because I can't let this slide because I don't think Audrey's going to get it. Not because Audrey wouldn't get a joke, but I don't think she's going to get these guys.
Oh, no. I have taken very many things to be like, if you need a scapegoat, just ask me. I'll take that blow for you. It doesn't matter at this point in my life. Like, like I've said shit and it's on the internet. There's no going back. You know,
I remember that moment because you guys were going and I was going into it and I was like, you know what, we got to apologize for this right now because only because I was scared at that point. I remember what I thought, like, you're about to talk about Japan Night. Audrey might listen to this because she has a tendency of listening to stuff that talks about Japan Night. She has a tendency of really following you when you talk about Japan Night. You better cover this, if nothing more, so that she understands the joke and everything's clean and clear and under control. And that was my only thing because she did tweet it out. By the way, she did in fact post about it. Not ironically enough. So you did get some buzz there. Let's see who won the award, Cass. I hope the guy's not you.
Luckily, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. There we go. It was, do black people like mayonnaise? So Cass.
No. I don't fucking know.
Mayonnaise.
Like, I fucking eat fucking Asian food all the time, and there's a lot of mayonnaise in fucking Asian food, or mayonnaise, as some people like to say it, in fucking Asian food. So, I don't fucking know. Ask a real black person. Like, is there, like... Moving on.
And to the delay of what does Japan Night got to do with the category again, I was actually on the episode of Harajuku explains 3 powers of K-pop and such. I'll explain that later. Because we got to move on to the worst firing/quitting of 2014.
Moving through the categories like a fucking train.
Brian Brushwood. OMG Chad. Jessica gets ousted from Girls' Generation.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Beja.
Rude.
And Snubs. I'll
explain the one no one understands, right? There's a popular Korean girl group, and they kicked out one of their long-standing members because she wanted to make clothes. Fucking rude. That's all I'm gonna say. And you can hear more about that on Harajuku.
There you go. That's a plug if ever I saw one. Let's just see who won this award. And as expected, it is OMG Chad. Mr. Chad Johnson sadly got let go from the Twit family. And we say here at the Chatrealm Awards that is the worst firing and quitting ever of 2014. Yeah. And such.
But then,
so we'll just leave it at that.
He went on to make massive buckets of money on Twitch. And we've never seen him again because he bought a yacht and bitches.
For sure. Let us move on to our next award, which is the Night Attack Best Poll.
This is one of the greatest awards we have here right now. There's only one person up for this award. Pol Pot. You want to explain to the people what Pol Pot is?
It's a holiday in Cambodia. It's the only way I can defend this. Do we have to go to the history books right now? Do I have to bust out the wiki article and explain who the fuck Pol Pot is and why this is the most horrendous award on the planet and most of the best award of the planet? Let's totally have an award where we celebrate one of the worst dictators out there that ever existed in history. This is like almost akin to a Hitler award, but we're pretty damn close with this one.
Yeah.
Not even going to go beyond that. I can't. And that's why the only thing I can say is it's holiday in Cambodia. Play that on your MP3 players like they did Kennedy's, please. Do we have to show who won? Can we just move on? Do we have to show how many votes?
No,
do we have to show how many people voted for this and how many people support Pol Pot?
Say it. T2 roll
right. Show us the awards. I don't even want to know. 525 people accepted for Pol Pot.
Woo!
Which is
Pol Pot.
I guess joining us to accept the award for Pol Pot and then give us his best for 2013, Mr. Justin Robert Young.
Oh my God, guys, it's such an honor. Pol Pot, listen, not only a historical figure, but really winning the hearts and minds of Chatrealm even today in 2014.
Jerry, who's your favorite dictator?
Oh, geez. Besides Barack Hussein Obama.
Wait, can voted dictators be dictators?
Who knows?
It happens.
Maybe
all right, Justin, since we got you on the air finally.
It's dictator with a CK.
All right, Justin, since we got you on the air, tell us what your top 3 for 2014 was.
Moments, like thoughts, dreams.
Moments, thoughts, history, whatever you want.
Find 3 bums on the street and ask them.
To be honest, I mean, this year, I mean, obviously, and as is kind of touched on in some of the awards so far, which, by the way, I've watched every second of this award show up till now. I haven't been in the chat room because I was sitting at a fancy restaurant with me and Ashley having one earbud in each, watching the Chatrealm Awards whilst ordering copious wine. So this has been well watched by us, and you guys are doing a great job. But the 3 moments really to me, this year was insane because of all the change. Like, it was just being with everybody at South by Southwest, Nerdtacular, and Dragon Con this year just meant so much more than it normally did, because we just kind of realized when you strip away everything else, that Chatrealm is just so strong and so supportive and so amazing. And the fact that this exists, right? The Chatrealm Awards, as a thing exists, and everybody can have a good time and honor each other's work and everything. That's amazing. That's great. That's the best. And that's really that when I looked back at 2014 on Christmas Eve, on New Year's Eve, and was what are the pictures that really mean the most to me? The ones that I kept coming back to were Smoke Monster and Nerdtacular, at the Handlebar with Tay Allen and the Possum Posse, with James Gunn showing up to our after party, with Ali Spagnola and Shy Guy totally tearing down a sweat box of a room. Those were my moments, and it just kind of illustrated again in a year where listen, spoiler alert, if Chatrealm isn't Chatrealm, there is no us after this year. Once you burn your bridge with your content carrier, normally that's curtains. You're done. You lose your audience and that's it. But you guys are the best, and that's why we're still here, and that's why this exists, and those are my memories.
I think you should also mention getting engaged so you can go back into that restaurant.
Dude, I've already put so many things ahead of getting engaged. I just did this Patreon video today for Jerry. And I realized while I'm sitting next to Ashley that I talk about how because Jury the podcast was so interesting because when I started doing it weekly, like this very interesting kind of community inside Chatrealm sort of bubbled up within it, and it meant a lot to me. And so I said the phrase, "Nothing touched me," like doing Jury every week. And I look over and it's like my fiance is right next to me, and I had to add a little. You can see on the Patreon thing, I just added a little thing that was like, "Also getting engaged." LOL, Ashley.
Well, Justin, we'll let you get back to hanging out with Ashley. Thank you so much, and congratulations on all the awards you've won and probably will win.
I will say this. I'm very, very glad that something came out of me and Brian fighting together like 14-year-old girls on the live stream and ruining. But here's the funniest part about that, right? And Roberto, you were there. Like,
yes.
We did an hour. We did a great show before we started. There was like an hour of a really fun show of everybody hanging out. And then for whatever reason, like at the 1:15 mark, it got weird. Like, so... yeah, that's the funniest part about that award. And also, I would like to take credit for the racism award because I was the one who asked whether or not black people like mayonnaise.
Thank you, because if you didn't, I probably would have won. And I hate having to explain why I'm so racist.
And wait, hold on, wait, Kez, you said that you eat a lot of Asian food, but like, I don't know, well, what Asian food has mayonnaise in it? No Asian food has mayonnaise.
There is sushi with mayonnaise in it. It may be made by white people, but it got mayonnaise in it, and I don't know why. There's some shit with cream cheese in it, and like there's some weird shit out there, man.
No, cream cheese is different from mayonnaise. That is all right. Listen, this is going.
Cream cheese is a disgusting.
No, this is amazing. This is perfect.
Made by Amish people, and it's a fucking ghost of Christmas that haunts me every fucking year because it's in cake.
Listen, you can, by the way, support the Patreon for me and Kaz's new show, The Racial Politics of Cream-Based Foods. You know, it's coming to you in 2015.
There's all kind of cream.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to hear that show. I really want to hear that now.
All right, guys,
Justin, thank you so
congratulations
much.
to all the winners. And I can't hold my phone and give the diamond, so I'll just do. It doesn't work. All right, love you guys.
Right.
Bye.
Take care, Justin.
Bye.
I really want to see that show happen. Oh man, that was a perfect timing for him to come in. So let us move on to then our next award, which is of course for Best Caller.
Read them out.
We got my co-host from the House of Cards show, Jackie Hearn. Recent guest on 8-Bit Life, Crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Guy who I've talked to many times who hasn't realized he's talked to me, Mega Vortex. Professor Ware. And of course, Taylor Carreras, whatever you want to roll the R's, if you need to roll the R's or not. Yeah, I've talked to Mega Vortex, Ryan Alcott, about a few times on shoots. The last time he called into, I think we're doing a shoot for Scam School, he called Brian. Brian passed me the phone, and he thought I was Brian at the time. Like, I kept talking with him, and I was like, Brian said, let me pass you on to Roberto. And he's like, hey, Brian, how's it going? I'm like, I'm just going to roll with this and see how that works out. And it was definitely the weirdest thing that ever happened to me. But he has a tendency of just calling Brian at just various times. And it's sort of funny because it's like always at the most inopportune moment.
Like a mom call, so to speak. Like, it's like your mom just all of a sudden calls you when you're like banging out or...
No, it'd be like if your mom calls you when she's like plastered drunk, because that's what she does, I guess. I don't know. My mom's never plastered drunk and calls me.
I've been there. All right, let's see who won, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, so let's see who won this award.
You see who won this award.
We'll see. And of course, by a close, slimmest of margins, that being Crunchy. And we've got people from there. Crunchy's there to accept the award. So let's pass it on to Crunchy and she can accept the awesome award.
You got a fucking live studio audience?
We do.
Yeah.
What's up?
So how does it feel to win an award, Crunchy, specifically for Best Caller?
Wait, was that a question?
That means be entertaining.
You gotta talk to the people. This is your acceptance speech. You have the platform. Go with it.
Oh, don't do this to me. I'd like to thank the Academy, all of them.
Come on.
I got nothing, guys. You need to give me something.
All right,
She was
Crunchy,
ecstatic about this earlier. She was like, seriously, she's been going on about this. Like, she's been telling me to vote. Like, this is notice how excited she is. Like, she's wanting this award.
He was more ecstatic than I.
Well, Crunchy, we'll let you get back to the rest of your evening, but thank you so much for coming on, and congratulations. There we go, flashing the diamonds. Good job on both you two. Thank you so much, guys, for being on, and of course, congratulations for the award. We'll be sending you a stack of stickers very, very soon once we talk with Guns.
You could put them on your face, on your dick.
It'll happen.
Your face.
Okay, there you go. That happened.
I don't think I have one of those.
All right,
You can
take
buy
care, Crunchy.
one. They sell them.
Oh my
That's
God.
true.
It comes with like a lovely harness. You could get it in like pink colors. Like I've seen them. They're on the internet. I'll send you an Amazon link.
Okay.
Keep the show
There you
going.
go. All right, thank you so much, Crunchy. I'll let you get going out there and enjoy the rest of the award show. This is getting crazy. It's getting fun. We're getting down. We're almost getting to the interesting awards. My favorite awards, personally, but we're not there quite yet. Of course, if you are up for an award and you think you're going to win and you want to be part of the show, just give T2 your Skype information. We'll go from there.
Yeah. Or if you just want to be part of the show and think that we'll actually let you talk. Right.
Then just
See what
give your Skype
happens.
information. Who knows? We may need more people for best top 3 of 2014 because that'd be nice. Let us move on to our next award, which is the best recurring bit on Night Attack.
Woo! I just yelled in my own house.
Don't get Brodied. Ba-da-bam-bam-bam. Problem solvers. Secrets or BS. And the startup spelling bee. I'm going with problem solvers.
Probably don't get Brodied for me. It's a classic bit. It's one of the ones I know.
I love problem solvers so much. I love it so much because it is like distilled. It forces the hosts to get distilled humor and like in its purest form. And that's what I love about problem solvers so much is that it forces, Brian, Justin, and Sarah to like completely concentrate their humor in this like very quick punch kind of attack. And I love it to as much as it is. Let us find out who won this one.
Oh, looking close.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Problem solved. Because it had
If you guessed problem solvers, you don't win a fucking thing. Except for the people who won for this award, which are Brian and Justin, and they probably already have the stickers. So
God, I wish we had Sarah. I wish Sarah Lane was available to take this award. That'd be so amazing, but she's not, sadly. But regardless of the fact, congratulations to Sarah, Brian, and Justin for winning the award for problem solvers. Granted, Brian and Justin were going to win one award no matter what, but having Sarah Lane be in the mix there makes it even better, to be honest. So let's move on to our next Night Attack Award specific, which is for, of course, best new beat.
New bits. It's not like the old bits because they're new. Roberto, read them out.
Clinch-a-butt. Cold opens. Fuck you, am I right? Lincoln Express. And Startup Spelling Bee. Why it's on there twice, who knows?
Because some people probably don't know new bits from new bits. So
It is a reoccurring bit, so it's fair enough. I love the cold opens. I'm a huge fan of Spearmint Nitrate, and I've had the honor of having him on my podcast, 8-Bit Life. Did you know that guy actually is a, honest to God, like freelance artist, like to the point where he actually does his shit professionally?
yeah, that's I've heard this, and that is freaking awesome. And I wish we had known that earlier when me and you were working on a project where we needed a freelance artist.
We couldn't afford him. Trust me. Knowing what he does and how he does it and everything else. Because I realized when I saw the quality of the cold opens, I'm like, this guy is top notch. And it's really cool is to know that where he drew some of the inspiration from for the cold opens was from something that I watch all the time, the Rooster Teeth animated adventures. And having to bring that up, of him saying, yeah, I got a little bit of information from them and kind of made my own style. That was like really cool to know about that. I definitely enjoy Spearmint Nitrate. He's a really cool individual. I wish I could one day figure out what his real name is because I'd love to know what the hell he works on. But he's very.
If he wins, maybe we'll call him and you can ask.
I can't. Him and I
the numbers.
Let's see one.
Rolling.
Fuck you. Am I right?
Am I right?
Which is a Justin bit that came up. I'm surprised that one. I'm sad that the cold opens and win. I wanted them to win so bad.
We're the host. We can't be sad about this shit. We just have to be pleasingly smiled.
Regardless of that, I wish it would have won so badly. But I'm still happy that Fuck You, Am I Right won for sure. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to come with more awards. But in the meantime, why don't you guys listen to Mr. Brian Brushwood talk about his top 3 of 2014.
Hello, Chat Realm. 2014 was a tumultuous year. A lot of things happened. 3 of the best things were I got a TV show. That was a thing, but it won't come out till 2015, so I don't know whether or not that counts. We went independent with not just 1 but 2 podcasts, Cord Killers and Night Attack, totally independent, and I guess scam stuff. Sold a few items, which is really, really satisfying because it means that that our whole life is changing right now. We're able to launch new channels. We're able to make a independent Millennium Falcon fly about the podcast universe, and it all was made possible by you guys. Chat Realm, you're the best, and your awards are the best. And if you were here in person, I would hug you and then creepily caress the small of your back, and then kind of go in just for a little cheek touch, just a little squeeze down below. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Thank you, guys. 2014 was amazing. Looking forward to 2015.
Thank you so much, Brian, for your awesome awards. Of course, you want to give him a little bit of love. If you haven't given him enough love, hit him up on Twitter @Schwood and just let him know how much you appreciate him for doing everything that he does. And, of course, for doing that video. Let us move on to the next award, which is, of course, Best Podcaster.
Diamond Club Podcaster. I'm not in this one because
it's all right.
I'm not. Read them out,
got
Roberto.
Bill Meeks of Many Things, DJ M of Many Things, Kuhan of his stuff, some jackass.
Fuck that, dude.
And Tinvek. Oh, Jesus. It's always an honor whenever I'm up for any award, whatever that award is. And since I'll probably never win in a Webby, and I'll never be nominated for a Podcaster's Award, because probably by the time I'm big enough, like the Webbies will have crumbled to the ground or something like that.
Never. Because I just mixed fucking whiskey and soju and found out it was the most delicious thing ever. So never, ever say never. Never again. Roll the numbers and let's see who won.
All right. This is kind of scary. This is really scary. Wow. 241 people voted for me.
Roberto, you got 10 seconds.
Thank you so much, people, for giving me this award.
Next award.
Here we go. Best New Chat Realm Podcast.
Woo! Woo! Record breakers. Woo!
Man, my Skype just locked up. I hope that's not affecting anything quite yet.
Nope.
Well, it's affected my view. Here we go. So we got cinematography, which I do with Mr. Brant Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
Diamond Dialogue. Real View Mirror. Record Breakers.
Woo! Record breakers.
And Walking Drunks. Now,
I'm going to say.
Go for it.
My favorite. Even though I really actually have nothing to do with it at all, is Record Breakers. Because it is full with a bunch of my friends who I'm very proud like are making a really good fucking podcast as well as you, but I don't need to fucking praise you because you've been doing it for long enough. So shut the fuck up. And Record Breakers. Woo!
I'm definitely a fan of, I mean, obviously, yes, I'm a fan of my own content. I will not lie and say that. But if we put cinematography aside, just to, go for there, I honestly am a fan of Diamond Dialogue and Record Breakers as well. I think all these podcasts are great and things like that. It's a very amazing sort of thing. So let's go on and see who the winner is. And yet another close award, very, very slim margin to be honest, that being Diamond Dialogue. And accepting on behalf of that award is Mr. Tinvek. How's it going, sir?
Hello. Things are going great. How are you doing?
Doing good. You have the floor. Thank who you need to thank.
I don't know. Actually, I got to thank all the chat realmers that showed up for the podcast. Like, honestly, the show is about the chat realm. So, kind of like Brian said, it's all about you guys. And so here, I may have started on this a little bit early, but I got some champagne to toast to the chat realm. So, cheers.
Well, let's give you a little bit of time
now.
to explain to people who've not heard about it. But explain what the hell Diamond Dialogue is.
Drink it. You have a cup in your hand. I said drink it all. You held up the bottle. Drink what's in the cup first, then you drink the bottle. Jesus Christ, where were you raised?
No, the bottle, the one in the cup is like what you keep as like, I am not an alcoholic.
This is my backup.
Have you not watched me switch from cup to bottle to bottle to cup?
I'll keep working on it here. How about that?
But yeah, seriously though, Tinvek, explain really quickly what Diamond Dialogue is so people understand and who have no idea.
Oh, absolutely. Of course, everybody knows a whole bunch of people from the chat room. If you hang out in the chat room, which is pretty much everyone I'm watching these awards, I imagine. So I get people on the show, I ask them dumb questions and get their dumb answers and make fun of them, and have a good time, basically. So.
Well, Tinvek, congratulations for winning the award. Of course, once we figure out sort of all the mailing stuff and all that kind of weird things, you'll be getting a stack of Diamond Club stickers that you can place around, maybe put your wall behind you, so that way you can show
That's a closet behind him.
Yeah,
you can put them on there too, Roberto.
I've got this, but I don't have anywhere to hang it, so,
You got a StarCraft poster?
Dude, I got it the day StarCraft came out.
You look at you trying to butter me up. Get him out of here now.
For joining us, Tinvek. We'll let you go, but congratulations once again on winning the award.
Well, thank you for having me.
Not a problem, man. All right, let us move on to the award that I am bound to lose. Best New Podcast.
Yep. Read them out. You know how
Daily Tech News Show. Night Attack. Rear View Mirror. Record Breakers once again.
Woo! Record Breakers.
And Drunks. Oh. Now, I had mentioned, I've talked with people on this, and I know you and ICAST talked about this, but this was one of the awards that had like the slimmest of margins as to who was going to win. Like when I talk slim margins, I mentioned before like 5%. This was like, I think this was like 0.3% when we saw it last. Like
yeah.
it was like a gnat's ass slim.
Yeah, but there are two in there that are always going to kind of get the butter vote.
You don't. This is one of those like when the actuals come in, you don't know who's going to win. So let's find out who wins.
And as the numbers roll.
Oh, I don't even know who's going to win this one. Oh my God! With a complete and utter upset of a 1% margin. Tom Merritt's Daily Tech News Show. God, I wish we could get Tom on for this because I'm actually super excited this is the one that won.
Record Breakers got 9%. I'm just saying.
Hey,
doing good.
That works. It's cool. Yeah, this was so GD close. It was so goddamn close. It was not even funny because it was like hairline margins. Like it could have twist and turned either way. and it was so amazing that won. I'm so glad that Tom Merritt won because DTNS is an excellent podcast. Also has a very passionate fan base as well. A lot of the people in the chat room are fans of it. Of course, it also streams here on diamondclub.tv, but super excited that Daily Tech News show won. Of course, I might have been on the best of new of 2014 episode, so I might have a little bit of a bias towards it. Maybe Tom Merritt might have been a person that I respect as a podcaster and may look up to and things like that. Of course, that's also a bias. So, but regardless of that fact, congratulations to Mr. Tom Merritt for winning an award for Daily Tech News Show. And I'm
still waiting for Tom Merritt to open the school of podcasting so I can make sure I'm doing this shit right.
We'll work on that later. Let us move on to the next, which is, of course, Best Established Podcast.
I survived the greatest podcast apocalypse. I can't read. I can't do it.
I can read.
Read them out.
Greetings from Storybrooke. My so-called 8-bit life.
Woo!
Shooting the shit with two nerdy black guys.
Woo!
And the Weird Things Podcast.
Never heard of it.
And Weird Things or My So-Called 8-bit Life?
No, I've heard of My So-Called 8-bit Life because I've been on that show.
I thought you did that show.
No, I do the other show, the Shooting the Shit with Two Nerdy Black Guys. It's like a contractual obligation that I have to do that show.
I think I have been on every one of these shows except I've been on two of these shows. Obviously, I host My So-Called 8-bit Life, and I've been on from Storybrooke. I've not been on Weird Things yet, and obviously, I've never been invited to being on Shooting the Shit with Two Nerdy Black Guys. But I'm Hispanic, so I can't really be part of that show, I guess.
Okay, I'm going to explain this right now. There's the front part, which is shooting the shit, and then it's with two nerdy black guys. So that means anybody can shoot the shit with two nerdy black guys.
Okay. Why the fuck haven't I been on the show?
We're very low guest centric. We're still trying to kick the wheels on this thing before we get the motor running.
Let's find out who won this award then.
Ooh.
And with a complete landslide, with an utter landslide, of course, I'm kidding. It's of course Weird Things. This is my award to lose, but holy crap. What's funny about Weird Things is one of my really good friends, Kyle Cannon, who doesn't listen to Night Attack, rarely knows about Scam School, was excited that when I had Justin on, not because of anything else, but specifically because of Weird Things. He loves the hell out of Weird Things, and it is one of his all-time favorite podcasts. So it was a funny fact when I talked with him about that and had him on. So, of course, congratulations to Justin Robert Young, Brian Brushwood, and Andrew Main for winning the Weird Things Award. Justin, since you are watching live, enjoy your food, drink some more wine, be happy.
Order another bottle on me, but I'm not going to give you my card number, so essentially it's on you.
It is okay, regardless of that. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got some more awards coming down the pipeline, but in the meantime, listen to Mr. Tom Merritt talk about his best of 2014.
Hello, my name is Tom Merritt, and this is my hidden bunker. And I'm here to present 3 things for the Chatrealm Awards. First thing that I would present as best of 2014 is the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, which I have watched essentially 17 times. I have also danced to the soundtrack, and I am not ashamed to admit it. My second thing that is best of 2014 is cherry pie. Now you may say, Tom, cherry pie existed in 2013. In fact, Tom, it existed in 2012 and several years before that, and I don't care. Cherry pie is one of the best things ever, and in 2014, that didn't change, and I think that deserves recognition. And the third thing I would like to present as best of 2014 is diamondclub.tv. Now I know it's probably already sweeping all kinds of awards, but frankly, I have never seen a more awesome way for folks to be able to collectively control the remote of the internet. And I am proud to have had the slightest, tiniest part of it. So overall, best of all time, Chatrealm, you guys are the greatest. Now, go perish in flames.
Thank you so much, Tom, for giving us a video. Of course, we want to show Mr. Tom Merritt support and give him all the props for winning his previous award for Daily Tech News Show. Hit him up at AceDetect on Twitter and let him know how much you love him and everything that he does and all that he stands for, because he is a classy individual. Let us move on to the best Diamond Club Twitch streamer.
I'm not saying I got a favorite, but Drunk Kids Gaming.
We got Mr. Bryce Castillo up for Neshcom and his Twitch channel. Mr. Brian Curley for Drunk Kids Gaming. Brent Hughes for all of his Gatawag fun and no clips shenanigans. OMG, it's Chad. And of course, Viking Lass and Ashley Paramore and all that fun stuff. Oh, we have a couple of people for when it comes to this. There is just a lot of people for awards and stuff like that. Apparently, DiamondClub.tv is playing reruns. It's great. That's great. Tells us how much important we are. So, you have a favorite.
Yeah. I mean,
who's your favorite?
Curly's my bro. We bro. And it's Drunk Kids Gaming. And it's, drinking and gaming, Ashley and Viking Glass are cool. They do their thing, And, I mean, it's Chad, so... Minecraft, most likely.
For me, my favorites are, of course, I love me Curly. Brian Curly is one of the greatest people on the planet. But I really, also a fan, of course, Bryce and Brandt are my friend. I'm pretty much everybody on this list. It's a hard award because they're all great. They're all amazing people and great people in general. So who knows who will win? Let us find out. And as expected, because he's in the category, it's of course Mr. Chad Johnson, who is recently that. If we can't get a hold of Chad, we should get a hold of Brian Curley and have him accept the award on Chad's behalf. Because that would be funny.
It's so wrong. It's right. I love your part of that.
If we can't get a hold of Chad, which I don't think we can get a hold of Chad, sadly, because he is busy. He might be streaming at this moment in time.
He's too famous at this point. He's on a yacht in the South Pacific Seas. I said it wrong on purpose, with various women of different ages, because it's legal at that point when you're on a yacht.
Anything that goes on in international waters is totally cool. All right, let us move on to the next award, which is Best Graphics Guru.
It's the people that make things look good.
Yep, we got Kuhan up on the mix. Mech, Sebsgon, Spearmint Nitrate, and Tenki. God, like I said, my boy Spearmint Nitrate. Although Sebsgon got the cool stickers, so it's tough. It's a tough one. Mm-hmm. I think I like this. I have so many people that I love in this award show, and things like that. Who you rooting for, Kaz?
I'm gonna say Kuhan because I know he's not gonna win. So,
well, let's find out. Let's see how wrong you are or how right you are.
I am a sightseer.
And of course, with a whopping 46.4%, it is Mr. Spearmint Nitrate. Awesome person, awesome individual, awesome guy, and everything he does is great. I probably should start. I keep saying his name wrong. It's Seb Gons. Sorry, Seb Gons.
We have
and things like that
in the chat, actually. So
yes,
sad.
Of course.
You came all the way here, and you didn't win.
It's okay. It's cool. I support you. I believe you. In fact, I have my stickers placed away because I haven't figured out where to place them, and I don't want to waste them. I'm thinking so critically about where to put those stickers. It's not even funny.
Why'd you say I believe you like he lied about something?
Let us move on to our next award, which is, of course, Best Twitter Account, because we love 140 characters.
How did neither one of us get into this? Like
we got
like
Chimera 96,
loud talking people, and we're not even in here.
DCTV Live, Justin R. Young, Pie High Dog, and Scott Proclaims. Hey, Brandon.
Hmm.
Do you ever watch How It's Made?
Oh, all the time, man.
Fucking good show. It's a fucking good show.
Yeah.
I actually, to be honest, I do like How It's Made. And I would watch that once for sure.
No, I tweeted out a few days ago that How It's Made is the best show because it's the only show in the world that can be enjoyed by weed heads and scientists alike like, at the same time.
Because it's like the most obscure shit that's made. Like, it's like, today on this week's episode, Springs, an African drum, and cotton candy. And it's like, what the,
right.
who the fuck
and it's never a show I've ever seen from the beginning, because it's one of those things where as soon as you catch it and they're talking about like checker pieces and you're like, I don't want to watch check. That's really,
I want to know how to make a checker piece. I want to make a checker piece, a viola, and those little crispy cracker cakes.
The fuck are you gonna do with a viola?
I don't know. What? I don't know if they've done a viola episode. Just making shit up. Let's see who won this award.
Wow.
And of course, as expected, it is Mr. Justin R. Young. Justin Robert Young, of course, of Night Attack, Weird Things, Jury Talks, Jury More, everything else that he does for the Go Game and everything else between. He, of course, won Best Twitter Account, as really expected. Amazing guy, amazing Twitter account. If you're not following Justin, which at this point, anyone who's watching this has to be following, I might imagine. But if you are not watching, follow him on Twitter, give him a follow at Justin R. Young, and let him know over Twitter what you think of him winning the award. Let him know how happy, how pleased, how excited you are that he won the Best Twitter Account award. So let us move on to our next award.
Yes, this is a very special award because it means you've been noticed.
Yeah, this is our last award, actually. Of course, we got Best Newcomer. It's Crunchy, Professor Ware, Skyne, Spearmint Nitrate, and Tenki. A lot of people are actually very new to Chatrealm. It's funny because, you know, as a guy that's been around since the BB Live Show days and sort of been in this community, very established, I think my description on DC TVpedia says, thanks to Mr. Brant Hughes, that I'm a pillar of the community or something along those lines. So I've definitely been here for a while. It's always cool to see some new people come in and sort of, fuel the lifeblood, because obviously the show doesn't exist without people watching it and things like that, and this community doesn't exist without new people coming into it. And it's always exciting to see new faces and things like that. So I'm definitely happy whenever that happens. So for sure, whoever wins this, congratulations for winning it. But you're all
and usually after you win this means you're jaded and no longer welcome. So let's see who won.
This is the peak. Everything else is downhill from here.
Legitimately.
Oh, and with another landslide win for Mr. Spearmint Nitrate, who I love and adore and enjoy. This is all down here for. I'm just kidding, man. Thank you. Congratulations, sir. For winning. If we ever figure out where your hidden bunker location is, we'll send you some stickers and get them your way, because that's how it works and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's it. We've hit the end.
Is it?
We're at the end.
It's over?
It's over.
Holy crap.
That's all the awards. That's all over there. That's all that exists.
Everything worked. And
Yeah.
not as drunk as I was last year, so that's a disappointment. I gotta get better at that.
There's still the after show, so do not fret, sir. Of course,
my
if you want to
game.
catch all the awesome Diamond Club content that you've been hearing on the show, a lot of the new stuff, head on over to diamondclub.tv and watch it there. Brandon, it is always a pleasure doing this show with you. Where can people find you online these days?
It is always a pleasure to do it with you as well. You can catch me in the background of a lot of people's shit. But no, if you want to see stuff that I legitimately put my heart and soul into, go to about.me/KingKaz. There's links to literally everything that I do, including your mom.
And of course, you can find me. I'm at Vincent404 there on the Twitters. If you want to contact me in other ways, head on over to rviegas.me. And of course, you want to catch into the content I work on, all the various podcasts and videos and things like that, head on over to cosmicradio.tv. So until next year, I'm Roberto Villegas.
Woo! And my Skype broke.
He had to crash. And that's it for the 2014 Chatrealm Awards. Take care.
Demon 5, send your letters to Roberto and not me.